What's up, guys? It's Mr. Janvid, and today we are back on the Pokemon Showdown server with another Academy team. It was slightly modified, but we're going to be featuring GALARIAN ZAPDOS. So if you're pumped, hit the like button right now. So just get it out of the way, because you already know what it is once you click this video. But in all seriousness, if you want to use this team, just click the link in the description down below. Many of you guys have already joined and started seeing results. Ideally, I'd want for this live to bring me actually, I'm in the mood to play, find out all these new toys in the metagame, because we gotta learn this shit some way. So I really do want to play. Aegislash is quite handsome in hair, just handsome. Ferrothorn's gonna be critical for the Daunt. Curious as to how that conk is gonna play out, but not King Shield Agent, which is probably this guy's worst nightmare, if I'm honest. And once this trick room goes down and I swords dance with the chompa, it's over. And he's gonna get like Brave Bird rocked, I think. Gearing is always annoying, but it's good to know there are no Z moves. Mana Buzz can be nice for Alolan Whack, so let's see which one I take first. I'm gonna take Bronze Arm first. Let's assume he's max special defense, or Focus Sash. It's probably just for def. These tend to not run. Probably have Stealth Rock or something like that. Which is why I didn't King Shield. Though technically I should have King Shielded there, because it would have wasted one more turn of Trick Room. So actually it wasn't the play. But it does bluff that I don't have it, so he's likely going to go into one of his physical attackers to revenge kill me, right? Such as Groudon. What this allows is for me to go for the King Shield here, because he's going to attack. SD doesn't really make sense because I have a Ferrothorn still alive, right? What? I think that was an accident. I don't think he was supposed to have Hypercutter. I mean, adaptability, you lose so much power from not having adaptability. But hey, to each their own. To each their own, man. To each man his own. Chomper is unguardable right now. Lele is... The reason I'm semi-wary is because of... Well, no, because I can let him knock here. Since he's not adaptability, he's going to do significantly less. I don't think he's going to be expecting Power Whip. He could go hard into Hatterene to prevent Stealth Rocks. Yeah. Helped you. So it goes Conch Elder, because I could have gotten Rocks up there, which would have been big for Garchomp. They've been huge for Garchomp. I wonder what Conch's min speed is far lower than but yeah, this is gonna offer something that can hit Aegislash or Lele. Could be knockoff, but I don't think Ice Punch or Facade or anything like that's coming out. I actually Drain Punched hard once that Ferrothorn Gano, which makes sense. I'm gonna hit this Magearna twice because I don't need this. That's good damage. Good. That way, after 2 Brave Birds, I can revenge kill him with my Ferrothorn. I think it's close. It's close. Let's see what he goes for. I actually was thinking I shouldn't have gone to Ferrothorn. He's Life Orb, so yeah, I definitely can kill him with Power Whip if I hit it. Nice. Nice. So Ferrothorn's still alive to take on his Groudon. As the Alolan Marowak rears its ugly head, hideous head. So the Conch's gonna be a problem. As long as Ferrothorn's alive, I can handle the Groudon. He has 2 more turns of Trick Room, and so the Mandibuzz is literally here for the Marowak. Well, he's gonna wait. If he SDs here, he waits 2 turns of Trick Room. So I'd assume he'd Blitz hard, right? This allows for Mandibuzz to come in and actually opt for the U-turn. He was gonna sack the Marowak, but the reason I opted for U-turn here is that Garchomp comes in KO something. Which is probably gonna be Crawdont Sack. Or I could go Aegislash, Shadow Ball. I could go Lele, Moonblast. Nah. So this is great as Earthquake hard. He actually stays in. I wonder if Poltergeist. I've never seen the interaction between Garchomp and Poltergeist. So I could have actually so Marowak is gone, which means he's gonna struggle with my Ferrothorn. I expected that to one shot, so that blows, but now he can't guard against Moonblast. I'll let him Aqua Jet here. Let him have Aqua Jet. This is the only thing left that can really take on my Aegislash. Hatterene has to take 2 Moonblasts, and then I just King Shield stall until I get the outcome I want. So there comes Hatterene. Hatterene! There's a new Psychic Fairy in town. I'm Choice Scarf, not Choice Specs, so this probably won't 2-hit KO, but it'll come close, especially if I get the special attack drop. So I'm gonna waste some Trick Room turn, not Trick Room turns. So he missed the explosions. Doesn't really change much. But, well, it's a Drain Punch Conk, so that's actually kind of annoying. Because now well, no. So I can defog with the Buzz afterwards and then just go to Lele. So Trick Room turns 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. I'll just win endgame with Lele. Aegislash comes in, King Shields. And I sack and then go to Lele and just guaranteed win without risking any weirdness, like a Max Spadef Conk. So he does knock, so which means it probably just ends here, because I'm certainly not going down to knockoff. But see, that probably didn't go down to Shadow Ball. Right, look how little he took from that. You know what I mean? Not like it changed anything, but basically I was gonna guarantee to win because I know Lele's Psychic is gonna decimate. So it's, it's just covering my bases. I'd go to Mandibuzz Defog. I completely forgot about Misty Explosion. This is why I put a water resist on the team, because the original one's water resist was Kyurem, and I wasn't feeling that. But more so, I love Sub SD Chomp in this. I also love Zapdos because all of his flying resists are trash. Alright, so oh man, look at his quote-unquote psychic resists too. Loving it. Imagine if I was Specs Lele here. Over. And so I have quite a few things, so let's break this down. So Ferrothorn is going to be for the Water Coral. You got to keep that at the utmost for the Water Core, right? Mandibuzz is going to be important for helping to shut down his Dragonite. Garchomp, depending on what his clef is, if it's like, unaware clef, then, less so. But Aegislash is really solid in this one. So ideal situation is that he gives me his Driller early. He could give me his Pelipper early too. Pelipper wouldn't make sense if you're expecting Lele as a lead, like Specs Lele would destroy, but he might not be thinking that far ahead. So he does lead Pelipper, right? Like, so again, Specs Pelipper would have destroyed. This could be Brave Bird Hard. This could be Specs. It seems to be just regular Pelipper. Is he knocks off, which is awesome for us because he doesn't have anything to guard against. So the next Brave Bird is gonna do 56. I'm curious as to what this Dragonite is gonna aim to do though. If he opts for the Roost, what's my best mod positionally? Let's use Mandibuzz for what it's on the team for, right? So if he opts for Roost, what I can do is U-turn out. So Roost DD, maybe Mono Flying. Auto flying stab, dual wing beat kind of thing. Okay. So we're gonna flash cannon here. So he has fly, which is not good for him because I have king shield. So he's probably gonna dragon dance here if he has it, though it'd be a waste of time. So he's Spadef drill, which is good info. It's good info. I know he's gonna go for that, but his reign is over, right? And as far as I can tell, he doesn't have a brave bird switch in. I don't want Zapdos in. So why is Dragonite you're switching? I don't understand that. And you're Fly Dragonite of all things. Like what? So we're gonna get rid of these hazards here. I don't have much offensively that I'd like to have in. Alright, I'm faster. Shoot. This might be bad if he opts for the Scald. But U-turns, which is great. Meaning, you know, he dies to rocks. And there's nothing he can bring in to shut down my Ferrothorn. So he brings in Dragonite and is gonna do his sub things. I'll get my rocks up here. Pivots to Clef, maybe anticipating me to go back to Mandibuzz since that was my initial switch last time. Gonna go Aegislash. Let's see what if he has knockoff or anything of that nature. He has Calm Mind. Calm Mind Thunder. Wow, that does a ton to him, which means he's gonna heal here. So I'm gonna go my Lele here. I actually didn't. That wasn't like to flex on the guy, but this is actually a pretty big deal because the way he plays, he's certainly gonna go for rock. Well, let me see SD, because what I'm thinking is, since his reign is up, if I go Chomp, it should be a guaranteed win. If I sack Aegislash, go Chomp on him. No, he's gonna try to spin on me. If I sack Aegislash and go for... No, that's still a guaranteed win, I think. I think my dual stab should be good enough to sweep him. So it's gonna look odd that I'm gonna go to Aegislash, but actually I'll go Dose here since I know he has to stay in there. Rapid spin. Just trying to think. I'm trying to win this now. Like, I don't want to waste too much more time. But since Dragonite's the counter, this Brave Bird might kill him based on how much it did last time. Cool. So Roos won't bring him back to full. I go Chomp, SD, and that's a win. Don't want to stall this out any further. What? How did he get to full? SD, if he Dragon Dances, he flies, I sub. Yeah. Unless this is Unaware Clef. Yeah. Okay, so I figured I won that, but I'm like, well, what is he... How did he get back to full? Oh wait, his D-Knight was fucking leftovers. I just noticed that. Guys, you gotta bear with. I just don't know why you'd run leftovers over boots. So I was playing like it was boots the whole time. And so when my mind locks in on a particular thing, sometimes it will, well, the brain does that in general. You know, just kind of like a pseudoscience, not pseudoscience, but, you know, unrelated to the video at hand. You think you see most of the world, but you don't. You don't see most of the world. And that's because if you focus on something, you're inherently ignoring everything else. So to focus is to ignore everything other than that thing you're focusing on. And so that's actually part of the reason why people get into like arguments and whatnot so passionately, because they assume that their worldview is the only worldview, and they assume that they can see the entirety of reality from just their two eyeballs, which is impossible. So yeah, that's just a random thing there. I've never faced a Dracozolt. I'm excited to see what the hoo-ha, hoo-pa, faux-pa, cho-pa is about. Love Aegislash in this one. Destroys him, just destroys him. I mean, you're gonna see Aegislash go crazy. You're gonna see Garchomp go crazy too. More so Garchomp, but I need to chop down his Hippowdon before Garchomp goes crazy. Mandibuzz is there for drill. Ferrothorn is there for kind of everything, but kind of nothing. Lele with After Rocks destroys, and Zapdos can CC spam. No, he doesn't have. I led Aegislash because I don't assume he's gonna have Flamethrower. It's probably like banded, like they tend to be banded, and they don't expect Aegislash to have something to touch. So the fact that, well, we'll see. He could hard drill. As far as my game plan, I should have structured out a better game plan. Since I'm aiming for, say, hard Hippowdon, which I don't mind because I'm trying to end game Garchomp. I'm surprised he switched. He might not have U-turn then. So he Stealth Rocks. Not a problem here. Worst case is that he goes for his probably Toxic here or switch out, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. And so now he EQs into, is that what I want to do? His initial play here is going to be either to Quake Toxic, or pivot to something he thinks that I'll switch into. So if he thinks I'm going to switch, he's going to try to anticipate whatever that thing is going to be. And, you know, if it's Dracozolt, like, I think Dracozolt might be a problem, like, or so I've heard. I can risk mid-grounding Pharaoh. I don't know what these things do. I know they run, like, they have Sand Rush now, but that makes you significantly weaker, right? Like, you're, like, stupid weak if you're Sand Rush. I can't risk Chomp, obviously. Unless, like, a Life Orb. Fucking. There's no way Life Orb is. But I'm Spadef. What the fuck is this, yo? Like, everybody's like, Jam, no. But, again, I've set the stage for Hippowdon. Maybe I should have anticipated Dracozolt. But I don't have a switching if this thing can kill me. Let's learn. Stealth Rock, Flamethrower. Okay, so that's, come on, man, come on, bro. Well, the Sandstorm is gone, which is big. That's what she said. It could Bolt Beak. It would make sense. I do think he's gonna overpredict here. Yeah. I didn't think Draco Meteor, but that wasn't me just predicting him. It was more of a. Let's see, Bolt Beak, Flamethrower. Flamethrower did 56, so Flamethrower won't even knock me out after the Draco. But he's Life Orb. I don't want him Bolt Beaking as I switch. That would be really bad for us. So let's weaken him here. Flamethrower. So now he thinks that I'm just never switching, but which is kind of true. But Dracozolt being gone is a big deal. I kind of want to go to my Chomp. I don't trust these guys, man. I don't trust them. Because I feel like my Chomp would take on Bolt Beak here. And so Hippo gets to come out. I do want my rocks up, and I want his Hippowdon chipped. I'll save my Pharaoh as... I don't need to save Pharaoh as sack. That's actually not necessary at all. Especially if he attacks here, then Garchomp pretty much just does him in. And so here's the Genesect. And I've been pissing this guy off all game with my Ferrothorn. So I'm certain he's going to go for the Ice Beam, the whatever he has to hit me. I don't think he has U-turn, right? I think he can't. So he can't touch Aegislash. The way he's playing, he doesn't have Flamethrower. Yeah. And so this is perfect positioning, as I'm not weary of Tyranitar. I shouldn't be. I've shown... Okay, Excadrill is his initial play. Well, Sandstorm is gone. And so all I have to do here is sack Ferrothorn. He actually spins. Okay, since you're going to spin, I'm going to get rid of your rocks. You're not keeping rocks up. You're not keeping rocks up, buddy. If I'm not keeping them up, you're not keeping them up. Now, this could be Banded Stone Edge. If that's the case, then... Nah, that's not a... It's not an appropriate trade. Let's start going crazy with our Zapdos. So his Stone Edge is... Let's find out if he's... I do think he's banded. He's not banded. Okay, that means we can go Zappy. Alright, cool. That made us look like we're just like deities, just outplaying every turn. Obviously close combat cannot be guarded against. But more importantly, because I'm trying to finish this with my Chomp, so he was gonna go Hippowdon. Oh right, I just got a defense drop. I didn't even notice the stat drop. I literally was staring down his team, focusing on my game plan. I think that's funny. I don't think it would have changed much either way. All I would have done was taken out his Hippowdon hard, but yeah, you can just Moonblast here. So the biggest threat to me, as far as my Garchomp is concerned, is gone. So all we need to do now is get it in. Let's get it in. As he opts for Lele, which is kind of good for us. I mean, he opts for T-Tower, which is kind of good for us. Wow, that killed. It means he's probably offensive. It means we should have left Lele. Yeah, we probably should have left our Lele in. If this thing has Ice Beam. Let's see what he has. If he doesn't have Ice Beam, because I want to Sandstall, because I think he's going to try to sack probably Genesect. Brick Break Stone Edge. You think he has Ice Beam? If he does, I can deal, which is why I did that. Yeah, we attack here. He's actually slower than me. Some kind of bulky Latias. It's very odd. So obviously our best play here is to sub again, so that he can't abuse the sand. So we get rid of the Sandstorm here, so that T-Tar has to come back in. Goes to Genesect though. Is this shit Scarf? It might be Scarf, guys. Let's see. Let me just Flash Cannon here. What a weird... Why is this T-Tar giving me trouble? Like, that's what I need to understand right now. Why is T-Tar giving me trouble? He has Techno Blast. So he wasn't choiced. And so now this T-Tar is about to switch in. So he just bluffed the Scarf then. Okay. That means I don't have too much to worry. It's not completely true. Now I know he's not Scarf, which means that because soon Mandibuzz is just gonna be able to pull this off. Drill coming in doesn't matter at all, like at all. Buzz, so he's giving me, so he's had enough. So he's giving me Drill. Hopefully he doesn't get. Even if he spins here, it's frustrating, but get to go to Garchomp here. We just Quake. I don't think the T-Tar can kill me, but goes to Sect. I know you're not Scarf, kid. That was annoying though. That flinch was mad annoying though. I could have played that a little cleaner. Definitely keeping the Zapdos. Zapdos was a huge threat to him, so I should have kept that. I didn't think Stone Edge would knock me out. I need to learn these roles. But even then, like at that point, sack the Ferrothorn, not risk the damage on what's his face. How much points did we drop? We're only 17. Okay, I mean, it's fun, so I'm enjoying myself. But yeah, I thought we should be a lot more than that, especially after taking all these guys' points. That's like 3 wins in a row, or 2, whatever it was. But I'm learning, guys. I'm learning. So Scarf Lele decimates my opponent. So the question is, how do I get that Heatran to sacrifice itself to me? But even better though is Sub Garchomp though. Sub Garchomp coming on trend. So Rocks, how would I get Rocks up? Rocks versus Toxapex. How do I get Toxapex in? With Zapdos, unless he's a regular Zapdos. So whack that you don't know. Is it like that way in game? So Garchomp's my win con. Mandibuzz is gonna be there for Horse. Heatran is a problem. I don't have a switch in for that. But if he sacks a Heatran, then I get to drop him a Ferrothorn. It shouldn't be difficult. I think he is gonna give me Trend. So Horse, I'm not. Zapdos is no frail mind. So like, I find it very difficult to believe that this Horse could kill me. But it could have Will-O-Wisp. Yeah. So that's the thing. I knew Will-O-Wisp was a thing because I used it myself, but I wasn't sure if he'd have Will-O-Wisp. Because if he was like Scarf or something, then he'd switch and I'd get the free Bird Brave off. As I said, we're not the best versus Tran. Stealth Rocks as expected. We're gonna find out what. If we're trying to win with Garchomp, Sub Down, Sub SD, Claw. I want my Rocks up. So I'm gonna close combat. Toxapex makes sense. I'm a double CC. I'm a double close combat here. Because I felt my Ferrothorn was obvious. Even if he stays in, I know like it's not the worst thing in the world. So he gets the burn. That's fine. I didn't think he'd go Zygarde because I could have knocked his item off there. But I know these things like to run Subcoil these days. That's 100% what he's going to be going for. I like to believe that Foul Play will still break the sub. Even if it doesn't though, I can U-turn next. I can U-turn next into Lele and Moonblast. So there's the glare. Let's see. So if it doesn't break the sub, so it breaks the sub, which is excellent. That means we can foul play spam, which means Mandibuzz always takes us on. So he's regular Zapdos, which is good and bad because he could be static. It does mean he can't touch Garchomp, so once I set up, this game is probably over. But okay, so I'm gonna have to really start hammering him away with Lele Hurricane. I forgot that he got that move actually. So whittling down the Heat Train, big whittle right there. So we King Shield, and now I'm gonna stay in Shadow Ball again. He's probably gonna pivot to Zygarde. No, Zygarde. I think he's learned that Zygarde isn't gonna be the best. Aegislash is solid, man. As he may attempt to Magma Storm. King Shadow Ball did 38. It's not gonna KO him. It's not worth the trade, not yet. Though that would open up Lele significantly if I were to Shadow Ball this. Because I think the next time he's going to switch into his. So let's say I go. What I can do is give him Zapdos. Go Garchomp. I can fire off a sub here, which should ensure me a KO. Oh no, that's not true. Ideal situation is that he attempts to say. We'll see. We'll see. I really don't want to get static. That's my biggest thing. So he opts for the Zygarde, which is good because that allows us to Swords Dance. This gets real interesting because I could technically sweep him here. Zygarde being gone is a big deal for Aegislash though. So let's see, Dragon Claw, +2 Claw versus hitting Zygarde here twice. Make sure he can't switch out. I'm actually gonna declaw twice rather than SD and then declaw because I don't want this thing getting away. Yeah, I don't want his Zygarde getting away, and I can always come back in and do this again. Unfortunately, Buzz gonna get. He actually has Shadow Ball. I thought he'd Hex for sure. We can U-turn out here because we do have Scarf Lele. Please, Mandibuzz, I need you. Thank you. Alright, so let's run this calc. Lele versus KB. Psychic, Tapu Lele, oh, you choice Scarf. You already know what it is. The set's still in there. Kyurem. Say Kyurem B. I think they have slightly different stats. I don't remember. Let's say Uber Refrigerate. Jolly. No. Full attack investment. Wait. Tapu Lele, bro. Lele. Let's see where my timer is. 90. Okay, so Psychic does 53 to 62. Not confident on that. Could go Garchomp, Dragon Claw, get paralyzed by that. Which has the least risk? Because this thing learns Icicle Spear, you know, obviously can't switch out. Hold on, y'all. Alright, so my man went for the para. Not mad at him. Can't really be mad at him there. And we're going to Shadow Ball again. Destroying this Zapdos is gonna be critical for Garchomp because I know he's gonna try to static. He's clearly not pressure, or the ability would have shown. I've shown toxic. No, I haven't. I haven't shown toxic. But if he takes a full special attack boosted Shadow Ball, like already Heatran's getting dropped. So there's the Pex that I expected last time. If it's Spadef Pex, he's gonna struggle. Spadef, just again, what I didn't want to see. A hard Pex. He has T-Spikes. Fuck. I'm gonna get rid of those. I'm gonna get rid of those T-Spikes. So phase 1, remove Heatran's item so Lele can destroy him later on. I'm gonna be giving him this Ferrothorn and removing those toxic spikes. So he connects. Because Aegislash is a problem in and of itself too. If he has taunt, then that blows. If he hits all his Magma Storms, that blows. But and I can't set up rocks again for his Tran. But I think Garchomp, Dragon Claw did. So yeah, doesn't hit all his Magma Storms, which is great. Gonna U-turn here because I want Garchomp back in. Come on, Buzzy. Thank you. So Garchomp is back. Debating doubling to Lele here actually. Substitute. He has the Hurricane. So let's substitute here. I think he might try to sack something that's not Zapdos. I mean, try goes to something that's not Zapdos. This is actually a really tricky end game. Tricky end game. Because the thing about it is his Zapdos has to hit hurt. Like that's something I don't think he wants to risk if it can be avoided. So he might try to go hard to spect. You know what I'm saying? And because he doesn't know what my Lele set is yet, so he stays in to Earth Power, crits the sub. Okay, so he's giving me, so he's pretty much like, hey, fuck it, I'm gonna bank on the fact that he's not Scarf Lele, which isn't the case. Meaning like I am Scarf. So Lele drops that. Luckily I have Aegislash at full for Curement, and Lele beats Zapdos plus Toxapex. So he asks for the dose. He's gonna maybe discharge, try to get the hacks. Doesn't get it. I think he forfeited. No, he didn't. That's because Aegislash. Yeah, okay, cool. I could have sworn he forfeited before that. So that was actually a tricky endgame. I think he got pressured there and didn't think it through by sacking Tran. Or he was just like, I'm tired of thinking, I'm just going to bank on the fact that he's not Scarf Lele. Neither worked, obviously, but I think he could have maybe struggled something through with Zapdos. But yeah. Okay. So, team is doing its damn thing. I think Aegislash, it's mad slept on. Mad slept on. Very few Tapus hate him. You know those commercials where they're like, I don't remember how they go, but it's like marketers hate him, or just insert here hate him. But fuck it. So immediately when I noticed Aegislash walls everything except Moltres. And so I click Shadow Ball on everything except Moltres. Except no, but it doesn't wall Landorus. It might wall Metagross, depending on if it has Earthquake or not. But certainly it doesn't wall Rillaboom. But you know, Rillaboom's not going to enjoy it. That's 3 potential Stealth Rock options. So let's break it down. So my offensive Zapdos can Moltres is annoying, but probably Bandit's Brave Bird everything. 2 kills everything except Metagross. If Metagross drops, then we're looking at a Scarf Lele sweep, so that's fine. Ferrothorn's gonna be guarding against Nihilego. Helps a bit with Grassy Glide, but I have Mandibuzz to handle that. But primarily Metagross, chipping away at that, getting up rocks, all these great things. Subchomp is solid. Gonna need a few conditions met. So I can guard against his entire team except Moltres. As I said, I don't have the best fire resist, so we gotta outplay those. But I'm aiming to Lele sweep him. All right, we on board? We on board with that? And so the only thing that I don't think is I think is a 0% chance he starts off with Landorus, because then he'd have to stare down a Defiant Brave Bird. And so I'd assume that maybe Pheromosa, or I don't get, he must be Scarf, because if he opts for a Moltres hard, he could go to Metagross hard, but so I guess he's just banking on the luck. Doesn't get it. There's no way you're Scarf. You took way too much from that. And so now I can actually CC spam. Because Grassy Terrain is up, I actually get a KO with Metagross, but I do want... No, I'm actually going to pivot Aegislash. Landorus, unless his high horsepower, can't do shit to me, which is so awesome. Going to Shadow Ball it, then pivot to my Ferrothorn. Remember, we're trying to Lele Ravage his team, right? And so, could U-turn. Has knockoff though. It's about to get interesting, because we're gonna rocks first, because I know Moltres is coming in, but the Moltres has to make a decision between maybe not. Scorching Sands, and Chomp comes in. Lando is still too high though. Gorilla Boom's at full, so I'm not sweeping yet. What if I remove this thing's item? I'm probably not gonna sweep with Garchomp, honestly. So I'm gonna get rid of the Moltres' item, then pivot to Chomp. If he's Scorching Sands, so be it. Push come to shove, I'll Zapdos BB, or I'll Lele Psychic. I think Moltres has slightly better defense. Toxic, huh? So he only has Flame though. Again, it doesn't matter too much. So we're staring down probably Landorus or Rillaboom here. Let's see what his initial is. He doesn't switch, so it roosts, which is bad for him because he doesn't have a D-Claw switch in. I'm not gonna SD again because there's no point. So it doesn't take that well. Flamethrower shook. Now he's gonna lose 2 Pokemon because I get into Salak. Well, he's gonna try to Rillaboom. I guess not. But his Moltres dies. I don't think he remembers that. And again, I can't be revenge killed outside of Rillaboom. Proc that Salak, boy. Nice. And so Rillaboom coming out means Zapdos gonna take another KO. Again, the Moltres is dead. Aegislash is about to wall his entire team. So on the odd chance it's a boosting variant, nah, because I have a Lele. Boosting variant doesn't matter. Isn't that wonderful? I have a Lele, so boosting variant doesn't matter. I can say those words. So he's Life Orb. Okay, it doesn't matter. Just knock off here. Superpower doesn't matter. Yeah, and I can just close combat. Moltres, that's the rocks, as I said. And everything else loses. Since he's superpower relay, he could have at this point, so Pheromos, we got a full health Aegislash. But every time Zapdos comes in, it's a wrap. Especially if he can't keep up the grassy terrain. Loses a mon to Zap every time. So that's why I love Aegislash, and I think it's mad underrated right now. So if Shadow Ball is free, if he goes Nihilego, what is Nihilego gonna do to me? You know, what is he gonna do? I could try to pivot to Gross. Meteor Beam. Alright, I forgot that what's his face only protects again, whatever. So this Flash Cannon knocked this out. No damage. Aegislash doing what it did best back in the day. So if he goes Rillaboom, I just sack Garchomp. Do I even need to do that? No, I can go. Thinking what Metagross could do. Sack Garchomp. Go Lele. Yeah, I can King Shield here, get my damage back. Like, him SDing is completely irrelevant because he can't control terrain. Completely irrelevant. So I can just Moonblast here. Metagross is a non-factor, as I can just go hard Mandibuzz. Steel Roller, interesting. It's a shame Mandy don't care. We'll Roost, so we can take him on later. Pharaoh obviously coming in, but infinitely walled by our Aegislash here. Yeah, and so we take another from him. Love when an Aegislash comes together. Love when an Aegislash comes together. Aegislash was part of the reason why a lot of these mines were broke. Like, the absence of Aegislash is part of the reason. Obviously now Lele just wins, but one thing I have to do is respect my opponent's tenacity. He is not a quitter. So obvious U-turn here seals the deal. Let's see, superpowers. Then Lele to GG, bro. So picking up these wins. So my schedule. So my girl just called me saying she's trying to come over earlier than we scheduled. So plans, not a bad thing, but plans have been. Yo, sub SD chump is the truth. It's the truth, man. Especially if people always play Lando the same way. Like, send it in, it beats everything. Doesn't wait, it doesn't beat everything. What? And so I'm gonna try to hammer away at his Magearna since it's his main flying resist with my Zapdos, and after that I can Lele Psychic Sweep. Doesn't have the best Aegislash answers either. Mandibuzz core purpose is gonna be to deal with Cart with a foul play and to deal with Dragapult, Ferrothorns, knockoff spam is gonna be incredible, especially because it doesn't lose to anything but Rotom Heat. But as I said, we are not the biggest fan of fighting types, so let's see. Rotom's certainly the biggest issue if he's like Scarf, Will-O-Wisp, or something of that nature. And so, that being said, I'm actually going to start with my Garchomp here because I think he's going to start with Rotom. And what this allows is for me to scare the Rotom out into probably Landorus. And Landorus, I'd rather have Zapdos in versus Landorus. Now, if he stays into Will-O-Wisp and he's Choice Scarf, then he's a beast. No. There's another way around this. Because if I'm faster and he goes to Landorus, I get the Defiant boost. I can win without this being the case. However, I'm gonna go mid-ground Aegislash here. So it would have worked. But I'm gonna go mid-ground Aegislash and then pivot into the Zapdos, and proceed as planned. So he plays his Landers just like I expected him to. Excellent. More than willing to trade Bandos because again we're chomping. If this goes away, then his only ground resist is Rotom Heat. Oh, lovely, lovely. I love when people think Rotom Heat's a counter. So this could be Scarf because it took so much. And if that's the case, then I know when he locks himself into a move. Wow, Zapdos, you need to get these KOs, man. Especially because this shit is still alive. But that's a big deal. Two reasons. I don't think he's gonna go to his Landers here. I think he's just gonna sack the Rotom since he was trying to. But no, I was wrong. He's the type to what? Who makes that radical play, man? Apparently this guy. Well, I was at -1, so he would have tanked. Relatively safe decision. And that's actually something I didn't want to have. But so I didn't get anything out of it. So I could have SD'd hard versus his Rotom. So Ferrothorn is going to have to go crazy in this one, which it is what it is. I'd assume he'd have to Dragon move here. Let's get the Mandibuzz in. He's darts. So he's like generic. Okay, so we'll foul play into no. Oh, we'll U-turn here, in case he did that exactly. And this allows for us to knock off KO the Rotom. I want the Rotom gone a lot. Yeah. So now he's gonna struggle killing this. My Mandibuzz isn't at full, which I don't like, but depending on what his card set is, I don't remember. Like Mandibuzz wasn't OU, so I don't know if like +2, what's his face KOs. So we have to buzz here. So he knocks off. And so we're staring down the Magearna once again, which is fine. Get rid of these hazards here. I don't want the rocks staying up. I guess this technically could be faster than me. But since he's defensive, Mag, I'm going to take something from him. So, predicts. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. That implies that he might not be. Oh, so he is. I don't know why he should have just all switched then. I'm glad I didn't double because I was thinking about it. So I guess Pedef Pex is the wave. He's definitely AV. Okay. So yeah, Toxic Spikes the wave. Which so it seems to be choice card. Okay. That being the case, I know he's gonna do this stuff. Stealth Rock and then try to get his things up and blah 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 blah. But I don't want his do I want his Carton as item gone? Because my Mandibuzz lost its boots, which is a big deal. But as I said, you know, Ferrothorn is very difficult for him to kill. So I'm gonna just Power Whip for the damage. I know Cart's coming in, but I'll take the damage. Do I get to it? Sacred Sword's gonna hurt. I can see him knocking off here. Might not be able to pull this off. I need to get like everything perfect. If he doesn't knock off on my Mandibuzz, I'm fucked. So he does knock off. So I'll lead seed here. Because he doesn't want Mandibuzz coming in to defog. I didn't think he'd go Lando, but I'll take it. So now when I defog, the rocks are gone for sure. So there's the cart again. And now my Garchomp is lethal. Gets a KO pretty much every time it comes in. So Lele plus, could Lele plus Aegislash alone do it? If I knock him off here. If I knock off, no. So let him Sacred Sword. I'll use Aegislash to do it by himself. Could switch. The reason I didn't expect him to go to Pex is because if I cheated, or if I went back to Mandibuzz, like for example here, I get to Fog, and he's just gonna have to deal with that shit. So I think it comes down to, does he have Flare Cannon, right? Because I'm gonna roost here. Excellent. So he has to go to Toxapex again. It's evident this doesn't have Toxic. So best case for him would be to T-Spike. Fortunately, I don't get burnt. As I said, my so now I don't mind his cart's item being gone. Scald is not a 3. Okay, so this knockoff here, I want his cart's item gone now. Mandibuzz cannot be 2 KO'd. I'm max defense. Awesome. Will you turn out here? So now it's interesting, right? If got a couple options, I could hard chomp. I could chomp and just Quake, risk the burn. I could go Ferrothorn. Get up rocks. I think he's gonna go hard Dragapult here. Scalding doesn't make sense because you don't expect to break the sub, but if he does, please do not. Nice. That was a fairly low risk. Even if he did burn me, I just needed his. I really should have just Dragon Clawed there in hindsight, but I mean, doesn't really matter now. I can't imagine what he'd be able to do to my Mandibuzz Thunder Wave, huh? Of course. So U-turn here, as he decides to do the same. And so Aegislash, because he allowed Toxic picks. So now I get a KO with Chomp. I'm at 50. Salak. Data. Select. That's it, right? Oh, this Earthquake. So if I sub there, I won. But I win anyway. You know. Yeah. Has to go to Polt. Right. Let's not stall this any further. I'm just gonna go to Ferrothorn, sack that. See darts. Should hex here. And then I Mandibules. Toxiflex is healthy enough. Yeah, let's go Buzz. I just don't want this game to take forever. That's actually what I'm trying to avoid, a super long game. U-turn here. Perfect situation would be Mandible. I think his bet here is to pray that I get fully paralyzed. So Pex wasn't the mine. Chomp. Oh, he scalded. Yeah, so that's all I needed. I was like thinking there's like some kind of priority move Dragon Pole gets. Oh, that was fuck. That was cool, and I don't think it matters, but that was lit, because now you get to keep your Dragon Pole. That was some shit I didn't think about. If he gives me Mag, then he just gets Lele'd. So now he gets Aegislashed instead. But that was dope. That was dope shit. So Buzz obviously eats. Might keep it if it's not gonna do his job. Yeah. So he Aegislash. So he did have Flare Cannon. And I think he is faster than me. But it wouldn't have mattered anyway. Sorry guys, I've been playing too long. I can feel my brain kind of like But yeah, I just wanted to make sure there isn't anything I'm like forgetting here, because we never technically saw that Megairna take much damage, nor did we see it use all its moves. We just assumed it was Assault Vest from the Volt Switch, because generally, you know, you don't run Volt Switch on a fully offensive set. So I think we're a little higher than that. 1834 in this game. Maybe that's where it is. Whatever. Close enough to 1900. You know, obviously live tomorrow. Hit the like button, subscribe. Guys, again, do me a favor. Go on Amazon. And please, if you got some value from the book, takes a quick second. Just go on Amazon. Leave a rating. Whatever rating you felt it was worth. And leave a review. Thank you. And I'll see you guys in the next one. If you haven't gotten the book yet, pick it up. And if you pick it up when you read it, leave a rating. Thank you. Peace.